but it's all good. We have the pre-match requirements set up, and we are going to be off Florida versus Minnesota Floppr.
Yeah, we got Moosey and Blitz on those ARs on Florida Muted tier side. They're going to need to make a big impact on this game if they want to take this checkmate hardpoint. We got Moosey in the hill. We got a triple stack on the hill right here. It's going to be a head bash. Prufio holding that B-bomb. Picks up one, picks up two off the rip. That's going to be control on the side of Minnesota Floppr, and that's control for them.
Yeah, 100%. They are doing such a great job of controlling those lanes off the bat. They have a couple players, one Tetris, one at that P2 area. They're going to be able to lock down those lanes. Prufio is just a menace in the hill right now. He's got 4 with no deaths, and so now they're causing Florida to continue to spawn back towards that wood side, get those split spawns, and have to make a push through this left side. Alex M made the read pretty clearly. He's going to find 2 with some nice little shots there. The other 2 players are going to be in the hill. But with 15 seconds left and such a dominant first hill for Minnesota, they're doing such a great job, and they're set up for a full 60 on the second hill if they can just hold for a little bit longer.
Yeah, LeMay picking up a big kill onto Prufio right there to stop his streak usage. LeMay picking up a second one to get that time. There's 3 close to the hill right here in the side of Florida Muted tiers. They're pushing out the back here. Alex M picks up one, but he's getting chased in the back right there. Moosey picks up Prufio. Alex M gets killed in the back, and that's control for Florida Muted tiers. They're on the hill, and Minnesota Floppr have no way to bounce back right now. Big Dog trying to make plays under this left wing. Moosey going to come in here, pick him up. Minnesota Floppr flying into hill right here. Aether Turtle picks up 1, picks up 2. Big 2-piece for Aether Turtle, and they're getting some time on the hill right now.
Yeah, well, they really did a good job of making sure that they got those kills without 8 seconds left on the clock for that P1, causing all of Minnesota to spawn out, leaving only Alex M in the back. They did a really good job of full pushing, clearing every single inch of that back spawn, getting control, and then withstanding the couple of breaks that they have. But with all of that, they're only going to be up about 10 points going into this scrappy P3, and the early control looks to be set to go to Minnesota. Prufio finding 2 in order to cement that in his name. And with this playing control and that control on the bottom wings, it's going to be an early hill for Minnesota.
Prufio picks up another one on that back staircase, looking for one more. Moosey ends up getting that kill, but time is going for the side of Minnesota Floppr. They have 2 alive on the hill right now. Moosey picks up 1, picks up 2. That's control. Moosey with the big 2-piece to get that time with the 3-piece for Moosey. He's getting all the kills on the map right here. He's doing it all for his team at 9-6, and that's a lead change for Florida Muted tiers, Zentric.
Yes, it is, and he almost finds the 5th, but Magic Mike is going to shut him down, but Aether Turtle there for his trade. The control for this hill, the latter 30 seconds, looking like it's going to go the way of Florida, but quickly, Prufio going to find 2. He's going to make that change very quick. LeMay, though, he's in from the bottom. They've got a little bit of a pinch on the hill right now, but there's 2 in the hill. Alex M has Prufio's back, and now we're looking to play for this P4. With this latter control of the hill for Minnesota, they are going to be looking to set up early towards this P4, but 2 members from Florida are already set up over there. Blitz is trying to play his life into this plane, but he's going to get hunted down. And it's basically a 1v1, 2v1 now over on this P4 until spawns are going to be pushed out.
Yeah, LeMay gets taken out on that A Street hill, and that's time for Minnesota Floppr. They got 2 on hill here. Blitz trying to get a kill on this map, and I don't see any plane control from Minnesota Floppr here. They're going to need to hop in that hill, and they get all the kills, though. Florida Muted tiers is stuck in the back of their spawn, and Aether Turtle doesn't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of holding down this plane control, but the only one really trying to fight for it from the side of Minnesota is Alex. They're just kind of letting him have it, make him useless on the map. This slow peek gonna come into full effect as Alex gonna pick him up. Prufio is sliding all around the catching 2 pieces left and right. Guy is almost double positive. LeMay manages to sneak through, but he's only going to find 1 before he's traded out. And with 13 seconds left on the clock, Minnesota going to secure this rotation with Big Dog holding down the spawns and anchoring in this wood server side.
Yeah, Minnesota Floppr set up to get a lot of time here on this time. As I say that, though, Big Dog is taken out and Blitz is on the point. He's the only one around here. Florida Muted tiers pushing through that graffiti side of the spawn in order to get those spawns pushed out. There are 3 in the back right here for Florida Muted tiers. They are pushing into the hill. LeMay pushing Prufio out right here. Gets the kill onto him. Looking for one more. Trying to get that hill control. Gets taken out by Magic Mike. Somebody needs to get his trade. Magic Mike's here on the hill alone. Player 2 is stuck in wood. Moosey cannot get that time. Magic Mike's just picking up all this time. Moosey ends up picking him, but Florida Muted tiers really getting no time on this hill, which they ended up getting spawns for.
That was a nice little 2-piece by Moosey, but Alex Tim is going to answer it straight back. But regardless. A hill that looked pretty determined to go the way of Minnesota. Actually, the majority of the time is going the way of Florida. Big Dog is actually going to spawn in that backwood area. Florida doing such a great job of controlling these splits and parallels at the moment. But eventually, Minnesota are going to be able to regain. They're going to grab the control of these blue side spawns in order to set up for that P2 hill, but also allow for some heavy pressure on this P1. Magic Mike's going to fly in first. Turtle's around the corner. Prufio is also there. Alex M gets taken down. Moosey finds Magic Mike. And the players from Minnesota are spawning towards P2, but no control inside the P1.
Moosey, 17 and 14 on the hill right now, trying to will his team to a victory. They want this P1 time because they don't have spawns right here. LeMay picks up one in the back, though. Nobody's on the hill. They want to push out these spawns. They're hitting this blue side of the map. They want control for that P2 spawn. Moosey flying back in the hill with 74U, wall banging some people. Blitz trying to get that time. In there with LeMay, 2v2 right now. Blitz picks up one. It's a 1v2 in the hill right here for Prufio. Can he get the 2? He's just trying to contest, though. He's waiting for his teammates. He gets one. Does not get any on. He can't buy a kill right now. Prufio picks up one on the Blitz. There's only 12 seconds left on the hill, though. And Florida's just contesting.
Yeah, all Florida really has to do here is just continue that contest. LeMay doing such a great job of just holding on to that contest time. And with 3 seconds left, as long as players hold their cams, there's no way to spawn them out. Like that. They are put what? No one's blocking the deep spawn. Big Dog and Prufio find 2 each, and Aether Turtle's gonna have to go huge on this time. Magic Mike flies in, and LeMay is gonna have to fight a backwards assault, and just like that, the spawn in the deep back corner. Oh no.
Player 6 is what we like to call a blessed spawn in the back left corner of that orange map. Prufio with 1 on the Blitz, and they have all the control here. Moosey, the only one who can do anything. He's got to pick up 3 if he wants control, and he gets taken out. Minnesota Floppr set up for the last 30 seconds of this hill, and Florida is forced to rotate. They're going to need a lot of time on this P3 if they want to get back into this game, Zendrix.
Honestly, looking at this P3, you can honestly just chalk this up to a lot of contest time. You know, make sure you play your time properly. If you get even 20 seconds off of this next P3 hill, it's not really a big deal in the grand scheme of things, and it looks like Florida's doing a great job of doing just that. They take down 3, they're hunting for the last one, they're set up in their power positions. If you can get a net gain of 20 points at least in this hill, don't let Minnesota get anything like that, then you're going to be set up good going into this P4, and that's exactly what Florida are looking to do right now. The spawns are flipping a little bit, and they're going to let Minnesota get in the hill for a moment, but the control is still inside of Florida. They're going to find those kills, they're going to find 2, and they're eventually going to be able to set right back up in order to prepare for this lengthy hold.
Yeah, it's contested in between Florida and Minnesota right now. Aether Turtle on the hill, getting that time. He's got a gunfight against player 6 right here. Moosey trying to get those kills. It's just going to be a 4v4 on the hill right now. Moosey picks up 1, Prufio picks up another. It's back and forth right here to get this time. Alex M trying to push out this left side with Prufio. Aether Turtle on the hill, gets the kill on the Prufio. He's getting this alone right now. Picks up another. Aether Turtle doing it all on the hill. Minute 30, 19 to 14. He's the MVP right now from Florida Muted Tears.
Yeah, they're doing such a great job, and that's exactly what we talked about before this P4, is that if you can gain a net of 20 seconds going into this P4, you're in a really good spot. Now, all Florida really has to do is just get about 40 seconds of this time in their favor, and they're set up very nice going into this P5. They've kind of got the spawns, but that's going to be a little bit of a firefight going towards the end. The splits are coming in, and there's parallels happening all over the map. Prufio, he's inside the point. He found 2. Can he find a 3rd? He will. So he's going to get control of this point single-handedly for Minnesota. And if you're Minnesota, you want every single inch of this time that you can get. If you get all of this time, you don't even need to worry about that P5 rotate for just a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're Florida Muted Tears, you need to make sure you do not give up that back spawn. I see a lot of players pushing this out solo, and it gives Minnesota a lot of opportunities to, you know, push that side of the spawn and make them spawn out. LeMay playing slow, though, making sure they can't get those kills. 1 spawns out, though. LeMay just getting more kills, though, in that plane. Should secure the spawn for them, but somebody's going to have to rotate to that time to get the time for P4 because they need all the time they can get if they want to win this game. Or P5, my bad.
Yeah, we are going to need to see some perfect, flawless play out of Florida right now, and I can't say that I like that chow out of Aether. That was just too aggressive for my liking, as Prufio, the sub player, picks up an AR and shows off the beam Alex's duo is going to find one more. Blitz, he's going to be the last line of defense, but he's going to get taken down. Turtle with support from Wood. That's going to be 3, almost 4, but Alex M just barely manages to stay alive, keeping the spawns in his name. Moosey slides right past 2. He doesn't notice them, but right now, Florida are going to be in the time. They're fighting this backward assault. They're trying to trap Minnesota in this wood area, but it's just not working. Prufio finds one, Alex finds one, make it a second, and they've got this full time. 7 seconds left to go. Turtle has got the chow. Magic Mike's going to take him down, and I don't think anybody's even close enough. LeMay slides in, but he's traded, and unfortunately for Florida, they're going to lose that map 1.
It was really close from the side of Florida Muteteers, if I'm going to be honest. You know, a couple of big mistakes in that game allowed Minnesota Floppr to get back into it. Big game out of Prufio to, you know, push them over the edge right there, but a great game, really close one, even though the score wasn't as close as you'd want it to be.
That game was 100% decided. And the raid control is just as solid up there. So I really do think that we will see Minnesota go up 2-0 in this series with a dominant win on this raid S&D.
Well, Florida Muteteers are 4 hitting the middle of the map right now, and Prufio gets an easy free 2-piece on that defensive side of the map, Kitchen. That's not a good start for Florida Muteteers. LeMay picks up 1 to kind of even it up there, but they're stuck in the middle of the map here, and I'm not too sure about that play, Zentrix.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta sail it, and if you're not confident enough to go a one-way hit, sometimes a middle hit can, you know, kind of surprise the other team. If your AR manages to get that pick, like if Prufio dies here, the round goes a whole different way, but unfortunately, it just didn't go that way. Prufio gets the 2-piece, and Mr. Mike is going to pick up the last remaining 2 in that kitchen area as well. So ultimately, it's a 50-50 play. It either works or it doesn't. And that's kind of what the mentality of Florida was going into that play.
Well, you know, Florida threw that round to keep Minnesota on their toes. Minnesota going to be thinking about that round the whole game now. But Minnesota going for that, you know, very conventional A-side push. Moosey picks up 1 on the Alex M, though. That's a big kill for that first blood bomb down. LeMay with the creddy angle underneath the gray van. And, you know, it's a pretty, you know, back and forth round here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's relatively slow, but eventually Big Mike is going to be able to get that trade, but Blitz is there as well. So a 3v2 for the side of Florida. Prufio is just trying to play his life in this area, but he's got a couple of players hunting him down. He manages to finesse, just get out, but Moosey's going to hunt him down with those antlers through the stomach, and now Big Dog, he's going to be left in the 1v3. The bomb is down on the other side of the map for him. Basically, it's basically a full 100-meter dash at this point to get the bomb, kill 3 players, and maybe get a plant off if you need to.
Looking at this Florida setup right here, if he can find a good angle, he can pick up a couple. Big Dogs gets seen, though. That's a big problem for him. Now, Florida can just let run away, and they can still win the round. LeMay about to get picked. Big Dog doesn't take out the kill, though, and he's probably not going to win this round, but just, you know, trying to not die, maybe pick up a couple on his way out, but as I say that, he gets taken out. Florida, big round for Moosey in particular.
100%. That was a very, very well played round from the side of Florida. You know, they played patiently. They slowed down their defense, and that's one of those things that you really have to do when you play players like Alex M and Prufio and the entirety of Minnesota. Is you just have to make sure you focus on slowing them down their aggressive play style, because all of those players on the team, we saw it in the Checkmate Hardpoint, play a very fast and aggressive pace. If you can manage to slow down in that S&D, let them push you, you're able to take more rounds than you might normally would be able to.
I agree with that, Zentrix. As we say that, Minnesota pick up a couple. LeMay and Blitz get taken out on the A side of the map. Alex and Prufio taking them both out, and Florida Muteteers kind of in a tough position right now. They're rotating back to this A side. Moosey trying to pick up 1 here, gets taken down by Magic Mike, leaving Aether Terminal 1v4, picks up Magic Mike, but he's going to have another one right in front of him. He gets taken down. Another defensive win on Raid S&D.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that we kind of have to talk about, you know. We see that aggressiveness come out that we were just, you know, discussing. They just kind of flew through art. They flew through the middle, got those kills that they needed to, and eventually they were just able to outgun skill their way through that round to get that defensive victory and take them up 1 round. And so that's kind of the spots where Florida needs to slow down a little bit, take a moment, pause, and understand the angle that they have to hold, understand the way that they have to play around this Minnesota roster if they want to come out on top of this S&D.
I think everybody needs to take a big, deep breath as a lobby. This game is going incredibly fast right now. We got everybody pushing on all these sides of the map, you know, just taking full control. But as I say that, the whole lobby is slowed down to a snail's pace, and we're holding pre-aims today.
Absolutely, and Magic Mike is going to be the first one to make a benefit of that, and he almost gets traded, but Alex is there for the cover. Prufio finds one. All that needs to happen now is Big Nog needs to find a kill, and we'll have a team ace on the board. And now they're swarming the site. Prufio flies out back Andre, and another dominant round victory from the aggressive play style of Minnesota.
Yeah, apparently one of the players accidentally pulled out an XM4 and he did not know what to do with himself.
Did not use it.
He didn't use it.
Integrity maintained.
Yeah, competitive integrity at an all-time high right now as he chooses not to shoot his gun because he knows it's a G8. That's respect out of me, if I'm going to be honest. But, going to this next round, Minnesota Floppr ended up winning that big offense. Magic Mike and Prufio on the top of the scoreboard, taking out everybody. Prufio on a 4 streak in particular. Florida Muteteers need to pull out a round right now, or it's looking bad for them.
Yeah, definitely. You go down 4-1, you're kind of just struggling a little bit you have to make that comeback in your mind. You start formulating that one round at a time mentality. But it looks very good for the start of this round, and no kills have gone through, and this bomb plant should be down unless Magic Mike has different plans, but he doesn't manage to get there in time. So it's going to be a 4v4 retake with this B control, this apartment area dominated that Tiki controlled so well by LeMay. It's going to be very difficult for Minnesota to do this, but I've seen crazier. But now a 2v4, almost certainly going to be a round loss if this goes any further.
Prufio picks up another one though on a 5 streak. Taken out by Aether Turtle there. It's a big kill, leaving Alex M in a 1v3. Gets taken out on Tiki. And, big round for Florida Muteteers. Taking Prufio off those streaks, getting a good offensive round on the board. Puts them in a position to, bring this back 3-3. Really huge round for Florida, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. That was a very solid round. They went towards the bomb. They just rush planted it. They saw that it was clear. They got the control in Tiki. They got the control in top bedroom. They made sure that they held their flank. And they did a really good job of playing that basic setup for holding that B post-plant. And that's all you really had to do. You know that Minnesota are going to get aggressive, and you know how to deal with that when you're in such an easy spot as a B post-plant. You know the angles to hold, and at that point, it really just comes down to winning their gunfights, which they're capable of.
Yeah, Alex M trying to win that gunfight on the Mushi right there. LeMay gets taken out by Prufio underneath the card. Prufio just gunning everything right now at 8-2, taking that full ring control, and they're going to be scared of that ring for the rest of the round now. Mushi trying to make a play here, trying to get a pick, gets taken out by Prufio in an instant, can't even peek the guy for a second. Now you got Alex M pre-aiming you with a Krig, and that's no fun. Aether Turtle gets taken out too, and now it's back to 2-4.
See, that's the type of thing I'm talking about here. When you look at the side of Minnesota, you're looking at all these players. You're watching how they play on that mini-map. And you're just seeing this aggressive play style come through in this S&D. They're just hitting it out, and they have full confidence in their gun skill. They know that they can do what they want. They know they can do whatever they want on the map. They can just hit stuff, get the bomb down, and win the round.
Yeah, that was definitely a round the Florida Muteteers wanted to win going forward in this game. Down 2-4 again on another offense, and they got to go back to A. But there's 3 stacked in the middle of the map right now. They got to keep them honest with that B side of the map. Prufio picks up one, though. It's a big kill on the Musi, and now Florida has to respond.
Yeah, and one of the things I want to talk about how pretty much every member from Minnesota is doing, but Prufio as the main point, they're doing such a good job of playing aggressive but not playing too aggressive. Every time they get weak, they don't ego chow. They don't do anything that would risk their life. They all do a really good job of playing aggressively but playing their lives. And again, the aggressiveness paying off as they're going to bring it to map point. Prufio and one of his teammates ran down the middle. They got into the spawn. They killed one player middle. Magic Mike was on the flank. He found one. And at that point, it was pretty much over and dusted before the round even hit a minute left.
Yeah, if Florida wants to win this game, they're going to have to start taking it one at a time. You got a defense right here. You got an offense next. You got to win these next 2 rounds if you want to go forward, obviously. And I know this team can have some creative offensive strategies, so we're going to need some of that out of them. But first, they're going to have to lock down this defense, and Minnesota Floppr are flying at that B-bomb for A.
Yeah, and Alex M, he's going to find one, but Blitz is going to be able to get the trade. Big Dog, however, he's in position. Turtle runs a big one in Zig, but then here comes the trade as he flies around the corner. Big Dog going to pick up that kill as well. And now, the 2v1, Prufio closes it in. And what did I say? What did I say?
You said that Alex M and Prufio, Minnesota Floppr, would win this map, and they sure did very convincingly. It was 3-2 there for a second, but in an instant, Minnesota Floppr take the game 6-2, and they're up 2-0 in the series.
Are down 0-2, and they've got to make the reverse sweep in order to come back in the series and win it. But who knows? And we do see a Milano on the screen. So Big Dog is going to be representing that.
Big Dog is going sicko mode on this map with the Milano, pushing up top green, trying to make some plays. If I want Florida Muleteers to win this map right here, I don't expect them to win this first round. I just want them to, get a couple ticks in, make it close. If it goes that 2-2, I want them to have that defense, but Big Dog picks up one with that Milano off rip. Aether Turtle needs to make a play, and he gets flanked from Vent.
Yeah, Magic Mike takes that nice little route, and someone on Florida has got to pick that up. That's one of those things that you have to be looking at. So now, 3/4 of the team are going to be off respawn, and Magic Mike's put himself in a nice little corner, a nice little position in order to get these kills. He's going to hop right up. He's going to find one more. Guy's 3-0 already, but Moosey, he's there for the trades. Aether Turtle's going to find one, so they're breaking on through now. They found half of the team. They need to find a couple bit more in order to hop onto these points. And Prufio, he's just going to go ahead and say, nah, you're not doing that.
He definitely said nah, pick up a quick 2-piece, goes for the 3, Blitz takes him out. Prufio with the mega ego chow right there, goes for it, but can't blame him, he's gunning today. Blitz on top of that caution location, trying to get this B control. They have no ticks right here. They're only down 2 lives though, which I don't hate. They just need to get a couple opening kills, which they do. Blitz and Moosey pick up 2, but they're getting flanked from Vent again. Are they going to lose to it again? Magic Mike goes to that 2-piece, he doesn't get it, and they got that B control. They're trying to get these ticks right now.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, says Fortes. They're going to be able to pick up that Vent flank the second time around. And Aether Turtle, he has to lock down these lights, but Big Dog's going to fly in, but he's quickly traded out. This progress at B is flying. There's 3 players stacked on it, but Magic Mike finds all 3 of them.
Oh my god.
They line up for him as he gets the 3-piece. The guy is frying right now, 7-2, taking the routes, taking the right chows. 2 ticks on the clock, 20 seconds left, so it's not impossible, but Fortis definitely got their work cut out for them as Turtles trying to make it easier.
Magic Mike, the unsung hero of this series, picking up 3 to get that B control, allowing them to not get that B point capped, but they're going for it again. They might get it this time, but Minnesota Floppr flooding in, trying to contest. They do not get it. And Florida Muleteers get that B point, pick up 2. Blitz picks up 1, and there's 2 down for Minnesota Floppr, but Florida cannot make a play yet.
And with even lives, it's honestly a fairly solid push from the side of Florida at that point. They did a really good job of maintaining that equal life count and also getting that B. So they've got 50 seconds on the clock. We're looking at sub-15 numbers. And at this point in time, it definitely is looking like Florida is just taking the time, playing for their kills, and they're just making sure that they dwindle down these numbers as much as they can before they do a team push. Alex, Sim, and Prufio are off spawn, and Moosey just has to play his life. They've got a small little pinch around this A site right now, but it looks like the spawn kills are all that they're really caring about right at this time. They want to make sure that the numbers are in their favor when that final wave comes through. Turtle finds one, LeMay drops. Turtle's going to finally get traded out. Magic Mike has 10 HP just trying to stay alive, but with 20 seconds left, Prufio's pushed his way into green, playing that cruddy spot, and with only 13 seconds left on this clock, Florida might have overstayed their time inside the spawn.
Yeah. Up 1, gets taken down, and it's going to be a rough one for Florida Muleteers. Looks like they're going to end up losing this round. And, that's tough to see. Because they did the hard part. They shut down Alex M and Prufio, but the one person they could not shut down was Magic Mike, picking up the huge 3-piece, as we'll see right here, to get this B point. Shoots 1, 2, and doesn't even see the 3rd guy. Takes him out that quick. Magic Mike doing it all for the Minnesota Floppr, winning that defensive round, but, not bad at the Florida Muleteers. They get that B point, not able to get the A, don't get any ticks. Aether Turtle 9-6, which is what we wanted to see, but they need to win this defense now in order to keep this game close.
And honestly, I fully believe that offensive round was insanely winnable for Florida. I think that they just overstayed their time inside of Minnesota's spawn for a little bit too long. However, that's ancient history at this point. You got to make sure that you're winning this defense round, and more importantly, you're trying to maintain that tick advantage going into your next offense. But Magic Mike's going to open this up here for the side of Minnesota. The guy has been frying this map over double positive right now, and he's going to be the entry onto this point. Big Dog has got his flank. He's holding onto it. Turtle's going to fly, though, but Magic, he's still on the point. He's solo capping. He's got some help of his teammates now. They're looking to stack. They've got 2 on it. Trying to make it 3, but Blitz is going to stop 1. He's trying to patrol this middle area, but Prufio comes around the corner, guns ablaze. Lucio's going to have to hunt him down, and he will. They've got a contest on the point, but bodies are flying so fast and flying everywhere that Turtle's going to eventually clear it up, and players are going to have to reset before this next push.
Big thing to notice is Magic Mike does get taken off that 5 streak, does not get the artillery or the cruise. Aether Turtle just trying to get this B point, decapped, gets taken down, and they're trying to get some progress here. You got player 6 pushing through that A point, and now Florida have to worry about him. They don't know what he's doing, and now they just have free time on this B cap. Player 6 is actually doing a huge job right now of playing that spawn, and Alex M trying to pick up these kills onto the B site.
Yeah, and he does a great job of holding on to this. He's gonna swap a couple pistols a few times around, but this B site is secure inside of Minnesota's hands, and this time around they have a 5-life lead, so they're already in a better position than Florida were last round, and they're looking to punish on Florida's mistakes last round of not being able to win that. But Moosey, he goes for the chow, but Prufio rips him. That's going to be 2 down for Florida. Look at this pinch as it flies forward. Alex M's going to get cut on a cross, though, by Blitz. Big Dog is there for the trade, but only makes him weak. He's going to try to fly through the spawns. LeMay and Moosey clean up the work. It's a 1v1 on the point. Prufio versus LeMay. All LeMay really has to do is just contest, wait for reinforcements, and then make a play.
Yeah, LeMay waiting for those teammates. Prufio ends up taking him down, though. That's 2 down for Florida Tears, and Minnesota are all over this point right now. Alex M takes out 8th Turtle. Player 3 needs to make a play right now, because it's getting capped facts. He chows Alex M, gets taken down. Alex M with a big 2-piece. Moosey takes him out. Moosey with a big 2-piece. Prufio up top. Moosey needs to pick up that 3. Doesn't take him out. There's one more on the point right there. LeMay looking for that kill. Cannot find it. Prufio needs to back up, though. Minnesota Floppr are coming. They're coming to cross that cat and coming after LeMay. Blitz picks up 2, though. Prufio still trying to get this kill. They can't get LeMay out of the back. LeMay gets taken down, but Florida hold it down for a while.
But the battle's not over yet, as Prufio picked up streaks throughout all that. Turtle flies in, but he's going to get taken down in green. Moosey's going to be the last line of defense. A double life lead for Minnesota. And Prufio just went absolutely huge on top of the point right there, doing an absolute menace of a work. Moosey's going to chow out. He's going to find one. Prufio, he's shouldering. He doesn't know if anybody's on top of that satellite. The hold has come through now, so they've dwindled down 3 of the lives. And Prufio, he can't chow at this point. It would be solo. It would be alone. He would throw away his life and give Florida a better opportunity. Alex M, though not quite as smart as this duo, he's going to chow out and get taken down, but here comes the streaks. The streaks are landing, but all of Florida are holding onto these crosses. They're doing a great job of maintaining it. Prufio, though, going to find one inside bricks, and here comes the flood. All they have to do is stack this point, and it's game over if Florida do not manage to hold on.
Alex M takes the first fight, gets 1. Alex M picks up 2. Prufio, that's 3 down for Minnesota. That's 4 down for them. And they stack the point and they insta get it. That's a round win for Minnesota Floppr. And I did not see that coming. I didn't know they were so close to that point. And Minnesota Floppr just steal it away like that.
Yeah, they had 2 ticks already, and so going into that last push, all they really needed to do was make sure that they weren't throwing away their lives. Once they got that clearance of that cruise missile, it was basically game right there. All you have to do is stack on that green flat area, and that's basically game. And now, Florida are going to have to do the reverse sweep of reverse sweeps. Going to have to reverse sweep this control, and then go on to win the next 2 maps if they want to come out on top in the series.
Yeah, so step 1 right here is to win this offensive on Florida Tears side. If they're going to want to get anywhere in this series, they're going to have to win this round. That's literally step 1. And Prufio is moving toward that green side. They're looking to fight. Moosey jumping onto that floating area. He's going to take this fight right here. Prufio squares up with him, slides away, gets the kill. Prufio with the gunny. Oh my god, LeMay on that A point, though. He's playing distraction role right now.
Yeah, great trade out of LeMay. Prufio obviously shocked us with that kill, but LeMay, he's been in the spot before these 1v1s, and he plays that so well. He takes down Alex. He's the solo man over at A. 2 players from Minnesota are distracted for a moment. This gives Florida some time to get in position. Moosey
going back to that A side.
That's 3 down.
Florida Tears getting that point right now. 8th Turtle in that lights area. Picks up the 4th kill onto Alex M. Florida Tears all over that B point. And there's a player on that A point. They're doing it all right now. They're capping 2 points at once. Moosey picks up 1 on that A side. Can he get the 2? He is in a fight right there. He's trying to pick it up. He gets him with the Diamante. He's still alive over here. There's 2 Florida Tears players on the A point. He's holding it down.
They're getting all the kills. Everybody from Floppr is dropping. LeMay's going to push into bricks. He wants these spawn kills. He wants to delay. Prufio, though, finds one with the artillery, cleans it up. 2 ticks are complete. They've got a 5-life lead with 2 minutes on the clock. Pretty much everything has gone Florida's way up to this point, but there's a lot of people to kill and a lot of time on the clock you could burn through here. You've got to make sure that you play this properly if you want to close out this first round.
Yeah, Blitz. They're trying to make a play here through that top green side. LeMay shoulders the corner real quick. Gets Prufio to chow out and takes him down. Picks up 2. LeMay with the spy cancel. There's 1 left. Alex M in the alleyway. And Florida Tears is soaring at that point. Moosey trying to hold him off the back. Picks up Prufio. gets taken down, but 40 meter tiers need to make a play right now. Aether Turtle in that brick zone.
Playing too much inside the brick zone. I really wish they would just commit to this push on the satellite. It's a 1v3. Just fly at him. Eventually, they're going to take him down. Turtle's there. They've got a 1 versus 1 on the point. LeMay's going to win that. Turtle flies into 2. Big Dog finds 1, but he's weak. He's going to trail out for the second. He's going to be able to find him. Now, we have to slow down once again. A minute and a half. Players are going to have to come off respawn. The setups are going to have to come in now. And we're going to be set up once again for another pinch and push.
Yep, they got that A control. They got 2 ticks onto A. The 40 meter tiers did. Moosey flanked him to the back here. They got that bricks control. There's 3 on the point. They're all pushing in through that brick zone. Blitz. Aether Turtle picks up 1. He's pushing on that point. LeMay picks up another. Prufio, the last one in top green. He's got to make a play here. He's 18 and 13. Tries to get Blitz. Picks up 1 on that headshot. 40 meter tiers player, though. Swarm in that area. Minnesota Floppr, though, coming for that reinforcement. Aether Turtle goes for 1. Gets taken out. Alex M with a big 2-piece on a hill right there. Big Dog picks up another, and that's clearance. It looks like Minnesota Floppr are in a good spot to win this game.
Yeah, with that, but Florida have a 3 life advantage with 50 seconds. They've got to do another push and clear, and this time they have to stop making the same mistake they've made every time. They are focusing too much on this bricks control. I like it. You start the push from there, but you are focusing too much on the bricks control later on in the push. At the point by the push that's already happened, it's pretty much useless at that point. You just need to stack sat. Blitz, he's in the spawn. He does what he can. 30 seconds on the clock now. You need 1 tick. You have up 1 life. You can play your trades here. You've got to make this push flawless if you can. Here comes the first peek. Moosey wins that one. LeMay finds another one. Moosey finds the second. It's all 4 dead. Stack the point, please. Just stack it. Okay, they've got all 4 players on top of it, and they win the round. Woo!
The most clean 4 down I saw all game, and it came at the perfect time. Moosey with a big 2-piece at the end of that game to secure that point. LeMay, though, slide canceling everybody out of their socks, jumping on that box, picking up Alex M, jumping in that arch zone. He was making all the right plays this game, and it helped them win this round.
Yeah, definitely a good first round win. They did such a great job off the break in order to split the focus of Minnesota between those 2 zones. They did a super stellar job getting 5 of the ticks. They had to battle it out for the last one, but eventually they ended up getting there. But now, I think at this point, I think it's impossible for Florida to get defense on this last round. So they just got to hold out for the defense this round and make sure that they can focus on their offense when they get there. But Alex, I'm going to open this up. Moosey's there with the trade. And now the slow flanks, the slow pushes, they're going to start to develop. 3 go down. It's a 1 versus 1. Moosey versus Big Dog in the middle of the map. He's got some help long range by Blitz. And while the other players are coming off respawn, we're getting set up. We're setting up for our pushes and our holds.
Big Dog picks up Moosey on that cat steps. That's a big player right there. Aether Turtle trying to fly through that low rail zone, trying to get a flank going. Tries to pick up Big Dog, doesn't end up getting him. Alex M gets a kill into LeMay over him with that AR. He's looking for those kills in that middle side of the map. They want that mid control before they can make a play, but 40 meter tiers are just stacked up here. Aether Turtle doing a great job of playing annoying in the middle of the map, and I like what I'm seeing out of Florida, especially Aether Turtle and LeMay sub-duo right now.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job, but one of the things that I want to touch on real quick is that Alex M and Prufio have kind of slowed down just a little bit in this game, I think. Compared to their previous performances. And what we've seen from Big Dog and Magic Mike is a very easy thing for them to set up. They've done their job. They've stepped up to fill those roles. They're doing such a great job of playing for their team right now. And it just so happens that this round was played pretty much flawlessly by Florida up to this point. Minnesota have a chance to hop on, but at this point, it's done and dusted. We'll be going to round 5 of this map 3.
Florida muted tiers coming out with the strength for that defensive side. No ticks for Minnesota Floppr on that side. And if my memory serves me correctly, Florida muted tiers got 2 ticks on that. They got the full A point on that first offensive side. So that should mean that they get the defense on this round 5, which is huge for them. That's a big round 4 going into this map.
Yeah, we're going to spawn in, and Florida are going to have defense. I thought that they wouldn't be able to, but they just managed to edge it out through their solid play, and now they've got a little bit of work cut out for them. All they have to do is hold off on Minnesota, who have managed to win 1 offensive round thus far, I do believe. So all they have to do is make sure that they hold on and for dear life, get those kills they need to, set up in those power positions, and they'll be good to go. Turtle with the gunny to start us out. He's going to control that green area. Moosey tries to slide in, but he's going to get taken down, and that's the cleanest 4 down from Minnesota we've seen. We are already starting to see player 8. It's going to be Prufio. He's rotating in the bricks. He wants these spawn kills. He finds 1. He finds 2, but he's going to get taken down by Turtle as the 3rd. At this point, you don't want to throw away any more lives. You can deal with the 4 life deficit, but if you go down any more than 7, you're probably going to lose this game. You have to just give them B, which they do. 2 minutes on the clock. It's a long time to hold out, but it's doable as long as these teams make sure that they play their trades properly.
Yeah, LeMay and Blitz picking up those kills in that square area. You got the last 2, Alex M and Prufio down up here in this green side. Alex M gets picked up. LeMay, Prufio last one up there, but he's got to wait for his Floppr teammates to get over here. And 40 meter tiers is pushed all the way up. Moosey trying to get Big Dog on that push side, but now they know that Prufio's stuck in there. Blitz trying to get the trade onto Big Dog, but does not happen. But 40 meter tiers still have this nice control over here. Big Dog picks up LeMay, but it's been traded out on that Prufio kill. Aether Turtle needs to make a play. He picks up Big Dog. He's trying to get that second one, and I like what I'm seeing out of Florida here, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, and Moosey's there for the trades, and they've practically evened it up. What once was a 4 life deficit has turned into half of that. It's going to be 2 now. Prufio's going to be the only one on the point. He's just trying to stall and wait for reinforcements, but LeMay, he's come up huge time and time again out this map. And he's going to find him. He's going to be in that cruddy corner waiting, but Big Dog, he's inside of bricks. He's going for this push. Blitz is watching the cross, but a couple players have already snuck by. Big Dog is going for these spawn kills. He's trying to get in behind. He sees Turtle. He sees Moosey. He knows their location. Alex M is going to find 1 on the front. It's going to be only 1 player. It's going to be Blitz. He's trying to hold off, but he's only going to get 1. Alex M flies through. Big Dog's there. Players are spawning in for reinforcements, and the retake for Florida has got to be perfect.
Yeah, they got 2 stacked on the hill right now. Big Dog gets taken out by LeMay. So they got to collapse on this point right now. LeMay's first one in, gets taken down, but they need to flood behind that. Aether Turtle trying to pick up 1. The kills are just not happening for Florida right now. Blitz picks up 1. Moosey's the last one. He needs to pick up a 3-piece or something. He gets taken down, and that's not looking good for Florida. Minnesota Floppr have stacked this point. LeMay might be the last person to do anything. He doesn't even make it, and Minnesota Floppr win the round 5 in a great map 3, if I'm going to be honest then.
Yeah, and that's going to close out the series. It's going to be the hot 3-0 for Minnesota Floppr. And honestly, that series, besides the S&D, the checkmate hardpoint and this garrison control didn't really come down to, who outslayed who had more big plays. It really just came down to the mistakes that each team was making and who can make the fewer mistakes.